Hey guys, welcome to the Still Like an Artist podcast. I'm your host, Tristan Duplichain, and today we'll be talking about 10 limitations that stop you from pursuing your dreams. First on our list is fear. Fear is definitely a key factor that prevents so many of us from pursuing our goals and dreams, and if you stop and think about it, it really keeps us from thinking properly. If you are too scared to take that first step and moving forward, is going to make you second guess yourself. We all fear rejection, failure, and disappointment. Fear is what holds you back from those opportunities that can make you successful and take you where you want to go. Fear tends to be why we don't go after what truly would make us happy in life. And if you keep letting fear stop you from doing what you really want to do, it's going to result in regret, and nobody wants that. Stop letting fear hold you back and take that leap of faith. You can look back and laugh even through the failures and grow from them. Fear actually teaches you to conquer, and it makes you a stronger person. Second on our list is going to be lack of focus. If you have too many things going on and it's not top priority, you are never going to make it a solid priority. So you need to stop and you need to focus on what your desires are, and you might need to rework them. You may look at what you say you want in life, but realize it may not actually be what you really want. So you need to redirect your focus and put it into perspective and see what you really want. Number 3 is that you don't add your goals to your schedule. I am definitely guilty of this one. I always say that I'm going to do something and then I don't make time for it. And if I'm not going to make time for it, then it's never going to happen. It's never going to go into fruition. So you have to actually stop and plan when you are going to achieve these goals. Put it on your calendar. Write it on your mirror that you're going to do it at this date. If you're trying to lose weight even, you have to start at some point. And you need to schedule how you're going to eat better. So how are you going to lose weight if you're not putting that into your schedule? You get what I'm saying? So I would definitely try to pencil in, make time for what you're going to do and how you're going to execute these goals. Number 4 is going to be no mentor and no support team. If you don't have a mentor or support team backing you and telling you, being your cheerleader and telling you that you can do this, you're not going to ever put this into play. You're going to just keep forgetting and not wanting it. You don't have that drive. You have nobody uplifting you, and you really need that behind you. You need to find positive people to back you and have the same vision as you even. I mean, they don't necessarily have to work for you, but they can be your cheerleaders and they can tell you, you've got this. This is the right thing for you. If you have people constantly dragging you down and being negative, then maybe rethink the people that you're around and try to find a mentor, have a teacher, somebody who, again, is your cheerleader and is going to tell you what you're doing wrong, how to fix what you're doing, and push you into the right direction. I am so guilty of number 5, and that is perfection. We are all perfectionists in our own way. But perfection can be a negative trait when it comes to pursuing your dreams. If you never feel that something is perfect, you're never going to publish it, you're never going to launch it, you're never going to show the world. So you have to stop worrying about things being perfect and just do it. Of course, there is room for growth and error and that kind of thing. If you feel like something is extremely subpar and that it will not do well, then maybe keep practicing. You can show people your work. If you're a photographer, post your work and show what you're doing, but you're going to get better and there's room for improvement. But if you never post those photos and you never show anybody, then nobody knows what you're doing, or, people can't see the growth that you've been doing. I've been shooting for 11 years and my work from day 1 to now is completely different. And had I never launched my photos because I didn't like them, then nobody would have seen what I was capable of or what I am capable of now. So quit being so much of a perfectionist and stop and think about it. You can definitely have a following with imperfect work. And this is leading up to our next friend, which is comparison. Everybody's their own worst enemy. They're their own worst critic, and comparing your work to somebody else is the worst thing that you can do. You can't compare yourself from day 1 to someone who has been shooting for, 15, 20 years. If you do that, then you are just never going to like what you do. You're never going to be happy with anything, and you're going to be miserable, and you're going to keep on second guessing what you're doing. That is the worst form of negativity, I feel like, when it comes to trying to pursue your dreams and create a career. Quit comparing yourself to other people and just do your own thing. Quit trying to copy other people. Yes, I'm going back to, you can reinvent the wheel. You can take an idea and make it your own, but don't go buy the same outfits as somebody. Don't have the same exact concept. Don't go to the same location. Don't copy the same person's hairstyle. I mean, do your own rendition of something. Quit comparing yourself to other people and be happy with who you are, because you can provide something to somebody that somebody else cannot. People are paying you, or people love you because you are different from the next person. And if you're trying to be a carbon copy of somebody else, they are going to see through that. They're going to be like, oh, well, you're trying to be like somebody else. You haven't found your own voice. So quit comparing yourself to other people. The next one on our list is going to be caring too much about what others think. And we're all guilty of this. I feel like I'm guilty of everything on this list, actually. But caring too much about what others think and hearing negativity and things like that. With my work, I've heard people say that I wasn't good, or that my work is too this or too that. I still get that to this day. I feel like I heard somebody say something this week about my work was too something. And I had gotten a Twitter comment, actually, and they were like, your work is too unrealistic, which I found kind of odd because I feel like my work is not unrealistic at all. But, however, that's that person's opinion, and they're right, So you can't really think about that. Like, I was just like, I hearted the comment, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, XYZ, and just kind of left it at that. Another thing that's going to keep you from pursuing your dreams is not dreaming big enough, making your dreams too small. If you dream bigger, there's more room for growth and more room for you to achieve things. And if you keep letting fear and lack of focus and, not scheduling things, having no mentor, being too much of a perfectionist, comparing yourself too much, caring too much about what other people think, and just belittling your dreams and not letting them be bigger than what they are, that's going to really limit you. If you're constantly letting other people pull your dreams down and reducing your dreams to nothing, you're not going to get bigger and where you want to be. So you need to dream big. And there's some people that have really simple dreams, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there is no dream, quote unquote, too big or small. However, you should definitely push your dreams to what they can be. And people's dreams change too. I mean, today you might be dreaming small, and tomorrow you can dream big. But you definitely need to keep pushing your dream. It needs to always be changing. You always need to be striving for more. The next one on our list is going to be impatience and giving up a little too soon. If you're too impatient and you keep giving up before you get to where you want to be, you're never going to have your dreams happen. Let's just be real. You can't wake up one day and have all this fame and success and all of this knowledge in a day. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. There's people that have been doing things for 30, 40 years who, there's people that have been doing it for a couple months who are way further than where they are. Everybody's time is different. And it could take you years. It could take you weeks. It could take you months. It could take you days. I mean, some people, they're lucky. I guess they're luckier than others. Who knows? Some people just meet the right people. Their time is a different time than somebody else's. So you need to stop being impatient and giving up so quickly. Now, I can understand if you've been doing something for 5 years and everything keeps, being really negative and it just keeps not happening. You might need to reevaluate that goal and that dream a little bit. But you need to stop being impatient and just giving up overnight. It's going to take some time to get to where you want to be. And our last one on the list is lack of desire and the wrong reasons for why you're doing something. So if you are doing something for fame and money, you're doing it honestly for the wrong reasons. You should be doing something because you're happy with it and you enjoy it. If you don't love what you're doing, you're never going to be happy in life. Your dreams should revolve around things that make you happy. And yes, not having debt and driving nice cars, living in a nice house, sure, that's a lot of people's dreams. I mean, sometimes that could be my dream, But you have to make smaller dreams that make you happy lead up to those bigger dreams. And you have to also be happy with what you have. If you have a lack of desire, like if you have zero motivation and you don't want to try harder, then no, your dreams are never going to happen. Let's be real. And if you're doing things that you don't like to try to make the dream happen, that's also the wrong way to go about it. You should definitely evolve and do things that make you happy, and then restructure and continue to grow with it. You need to change that desire. If you have if you have a lack of desire for something, then obviously it doesn't mean that much to you. So if there's people that started out doing makeup maybe, and they ended up hating something that they were doing and they had no more desire for it. They didn't want to do it anymore. Okay, well, they need to reevaluate what they're doing, because they're obviously doing things for income or because they're comfortable. Those are the wrong reasons, and they're never going to lead up to what dreams they're wanting to do. They need to change it up a little bit, So these are just a couple of things that I feel like can really limit you if you don't push through them, or realize you're doing them, or realize that it's a hindrance in your life. And you need to stop letting fear. Fear is definitely the key factor in all of these things, I feel like. It always reverts back to fear, self-doubt, lack of self-worth. You can't limit yourself, and you can't have a closed-off mindset. If you want to do something in life, you need to dream very big, and you need to pursue it, and you need to go after it. You need a support team. You need a hype man. You need somebody behind you pushing you. You need to be patient. And you need to have the right desire, do things for the correct reasons. Quit comparing yourself to people. Perfection is great, but you also need to love the imperfections. It's for the greater purpose, and you're going to end up in a happier, great direction. Your dreams might change. You might, in 10 years, have a completely different dream and a whole different career. But keep going after your dreams, and you will get there. I'm Tristan Duplichain, and this is Still Like an Artist. Thank you for coming to my first real episode, and I will see you in the next one.